Hi my lovely Aquarians, welcome to your March 2021 love and general reading. It's the second time I've tried to make your video, so the cards are already out on the table and I was not going to put them back because you've got so many major arcana, it's unbelievable, okay? And also, you're not supposed to say this as a tarot reader, but your reading's quite good, so I thought, no, we are not going to scrap this, we're not going to start again. So here we are for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And also, as usual, there'll be an extended reading and the link will be in the description box. Okay, itchy nose. Aquarius, the star. We came straight out with your card. This card represents Aquarius, it's your star sign. But it also represents the ability to be able to bring something that you want to happen into your life. It's the ability, if you're into conscious creation or manifesting, to be able to almost reach up and bring down one of those stars and make it happen for you. If you notice with the star, she's always got her feet in the source. It's about understanding how these things happen and where they come from. Alongside that, you have another card which I strongly associate with Aquarius. So you also have the Magician, also major arcana. Make no mistake, Aquarius, there are spiritual big jobs afoot in this reading, okay? Definitely. You've got it going on. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana in this reading. That's like 60%, 70% of your reading. We've got the Magician and the Star. So what can the Magician do? He can make things happen. Now, if you look at the Magician, he's pointing upwards. It's a bit of a Bee Gees staying alive situation. And he's pointing upwards because he can draw down the magic. He can draw down the star. He can draw on his magic resources. You, as an Aquarius, your resources, you're ruled by Uranus, the planet of surprise and invention. So your resources are going to be quirky, they're going to be involving people in some way, not necessarily directly, but kind of society at large or people in some way. And they're going to involve you harnessing the ability to transform and change practically anything that you want to at the moment. So that Magician indicates to me that during March it's a very, very powerful time for you, okay? Very powerful indeed. Now, after the Magician, I pulled the Death card. I mean, come on, look at these cards. So the Death card, of course, is Scorpionic. Scorpio is a sign of deep, deep transformation. When you get the Death card, it tells you things won't be the same again. They're not going to carry on in the same way. Things are going to change. It's time for a change. It's time for a transformation. And Aquarius, this might go back to, do you remember I think it was 2018, you had your eclipses, you and Leo had a load of eclipses and they were harsh, you know, they were. I remember Aquarians at that time. And your life was very kind of deconstructed in 2018. It feels like, and it often takes with eclipses, 2 or 3 years to get to the point where you can actually feel the benefit of all of that havoc that got wreaked during that time. And it feels like this is it. So with that Death card, you have the ability as the Magician to harness whatever this magic, this power is, your own personal magic, your own personal juju, and make something happen. Okay, now next to that I then drew the Moon. I know, if you know a bit about tarot, you will know this is quite unusual to draw in. I mean, this is a Rider-Waite pack. This is probably my most shuffled deck, okay, and you've come up with all these major arcana one after another after another. It's like, you know, in Harry Potter on the staircase and all the kind of pictures rearrange themselves and everybody goes like this. It's almost like Aquarius, the pack rearranged itself and just slotted loads of major arcana in next to each other. So next to the Death card, you've got the Star, the Magician, Death. This is bringing magic and transformation in. You have the Moon. And this is where it gets a little bit funky and esoteric. This is Pisces. This represents mystery, the unknown, things you can't plan for, things that are esoteric that you don't know about. And it also represents secrets and anything that is hidden. This to me, Aquarius, and I don't quite understand this part, this to me feels like you're going to be discovering things that should be hidden. Now that could be secrets about individuals, secrets about yourself, secrets about your loved ones or family, things you didn't know, things that were under the surface. But also it's a time for, you know, if you were going to do any kind of healing work or Reiki or therapy or anything like that, this would be a very good month for it with that Death card. And it's kind of almost whether you like it or not, but luckily because you're Aquarians, you're going to like it. The universe is almost like pushing you to a new future. It's almost asking you, do you dare? You know, it's daring you. The universe is giving you a dare. Can you take the challenge? Next to the Moon, we've got the Hermit. Now, the Hermit for me has represented lockdown recently, because the Hermit is somebody who puts themselves into enforced exile, that he goes off into a cave. And you may have felt or be feeling a bit singular, a bit like you want to be alone, a bit like you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to be tested. The universe might have other plans in that department, okay? You've got the Two of Cups, the relationship card, love, a fair exchange, partnership. It can be also a business partnership. If it does represent a business partnership, though, it must represent something you love. You know, it's something you love to do with someone else who you love to work with, that's very simpatico with you. For a lot of you, this is an interesting twist in the reading, this Two of Cups. There is something here about, and I think this is where we split almost into two groups, perhaps. Some of you, I feel, will be or are in the process of removing yourself from a difficult situation. If that is the case, if you've been in a situation that's been dragging on for a while, it feels like the universe may reveal things to you. It may reveal information that's going to make you get in the boat. You know, it's like if you were considering, do I get in the boat and disappear or do I not? You know, the universe is like, here's the boat, get in the boat. It will reveal something about someone else that maybe you didn't know. And we don't have the Tower on the table, okay? And those of you that watch my daily readings will know that sometimes I work with the card that is missing. The card that is missing for you is the Tower. The universe isn't going to give it to you from the outside. It's not going to, like, shock horror, drop a load of stuff on you to change things. What the universe is doing is kind of offering you a series of opportunities as the Magician to grab in order to change the future, okay? But for some of you, there's something from the past. We've got the Seven of Swords. This is someone putting one over on you or taking from you. It could be lying, it could be cheating, it could be stealing, it could be just holding out on you or not telling you what they should have told you in the way they should have, not being transparent about things. And this can be in work or relationships. For some of you, that problem is going to get solved in March, however that happens. Now, we've got the Page of Cups here, which again is a love offer card. It can be the card of apology, and some of you may feel you need to apologize to someone, but I think it's more a case of them feeling they want to apologize to you. For some of you, this apology may be too little too late with that Seven of Swords. You may feel the universe nudging you and saying, get in the boat, and you get in the boat, you know, you're like, I'm done. For others of you, there is an opportunity around this for repair, should you wish to, and you may not, okay? Because this reading for me points towards the new. It points towards dealing with what happened, whatever that was, even if that's with someone who you're no longer even with, dealing with a situation of either betrayal or something hidden, and then moving on from it. Over here we've got the Six of Swords, and this is where you get in the boat. Somebody is making an escape from choppy waters to calmer waters. The swords go in the boat with the person and they're off ski. It's like, I'm out of here. Six of Swords as well is an air sign card. It may be that your heart has been heavy over this situation, but your logic and reason are telling you to go, okay? It may be for some of you that you have conflict around this. Eight of Swords. That you have some kind of mental gymnastics going on. You know, should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I have left? Should I let them apologize? Should I let them back in? There's a lot of that going on. But there is also this ability to look to the future, and the future looks pretty good in this reading. We've got two cards that I love. The Fool. And the Fool is the Zero card. It's a new journey. It's optimism. It's luck. It's, you know, the devil may care kind of attitude. I'm off. It's a zero. Woohoo! You know, renewed. But we also have the World, which is the last card of the major arcana. It's very auspicious to have the Fool and the World. It, for me, means that you have a new and much happier and much luckier cycle starting, particularly in the arena of close relationships. Two of Cups. That's where it comes in. So if you are struggling in a relationship with somebody, you will get the opportunity to call it one way or the other. You will get the opportunity with that Death card to draw on your own ability to find things out, or be open to the universe to spell things out to you as to what's been hidden about this person, and then you make a choice to stay or move on. And it's a kind of choice you can make more, it's hard to say, like happily. You can happily make the choice because you know what you're choosing, rather than dealing with all this muck and mystery. For those of you that are looking to meet someone, this looks really good. Okay, now obviously it's difficult to meet people at the moment. We're all in different restricted things and all the rest of it, but it's still possible, and the juju for you is very good. Okay, over here we've got the Emperor, major arcana, representing Aries, also representing the father, but also representing the ability to take charge of your life. Some of you may have felt, you know, maybe since 2018, when things were kind of rather taken away from you or deconstructed, that you haven't been totally in control of your destiny. This puts you back in the driving seat, okay? It puts you in the position of being able to choose. So in relationship, that might be whether to stay or go, but also whether to start a new relationship with someone, yes, who comes along. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yeah. Wisdom of the hidden realms, you get between worlds, and you definitely are. That's the Death card, the transition from black and white to colour. Woohoo! Colour being a flamingo with a crown on top. That's very Aquarian. Then you get poised, and again, poised means you are on the brink of something good. You're on the brink of something about to start. The Fool card, a new journey. And this can be a love partnership, it can be business partnership, or just great friendship, you know, a marriage of two things. But it's very blessed. And you get higher power. That's the Magician card. Don't forget how magical you can be. Sometimes Aquarians can be very headspacey, very rational, but just remember the juju, okay? Remember the magic as well that goes with you. I like it. Healing with the Angels Oracle card, I get Serenity for you. The ability to stay equally unmoved by what happens in your life that seems to be a good thing or a bad thing. You're going to uncover certain secrets. Some of them are going to bother you, but all of it is going to move you into a better place, okay? In the extended reading, I'm going to look at the other person, how they feel about you, who you could meet if you're single, and also what's going on with this Seven of Swords, the Death card, the Magician, and the Star, and the Two of Cups. Whew. So if you want to join me for that, the link's in the description box, and do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.